Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I let a few people know that we're live. Silence this thing too. But let's see. Uh, Camper, that you or who's in here? Hey Lee, how you doing? How you doing now? How's everything going out there? Oh, I tell you. I just did a 2.5, 3 days in the hospital again this week. So it's going. Hey there, camper. Ho ho ho. Oh shoot. Yeah, well, another 20, oh, 20, 25 or more pounds of fluid out of me again this week. So, yeah, not having fun. Yeah, and I still got more to go because my legs are still not quite back the way they should be. So, but it was way it was bad enough that when I got there Wednesday. So Wednesday night, my right leg looked like it was ready to crack open. So anyway, but anyhow, so live and kicking. Uh, so how's everybody else been doing? So you got some stuff coming up, Mike? The new cat in here has got the old cat trying to catch mice. So watch him try catching one earlier. 60. I don't think we're going to be that warm. Now let's just get the final bay. No, never mind. I'll talk to you about it later. Oh, the cancer yet? Okay. Yeah. She's doing pretty good. She is definitely a hunter. I don't know how many mice she's gotten, but She's over there right now. She's starting to figure out where they run, and I think she's after one now. He tried catching one earlier, big old shop cat there. Uh, so yeah, I didn't get much done this week. Went over Wednesday to get this thing on. Forgot that was there. And hi Sheila. And I went from that appointment straight over to the doctor, straight to the hospital. I had to be fun, Mike. Yep. When I got there to put the thing on, the gal's like, "You're short on airage." I said, "Yeah, I am." And her scale had me at 535. I'm like, "Whoa, what the hell?" When I got out of there, I was under 515, and I know I still probably got another 20 pounds of fluid to go. So then today I woke up and right here, one of the injection sites is swollen, and they said it's nothing they can do about it. It's going to be a bruise. Smile. Birth control patch. Yeah, I gotta go get that off Wednesday. Oh, kind of find out a little bit more with this congestive heart failure. Uh, it's pretty damn serious, I guess. Last night I picked up a big bag of cat litter, and it's about what the way we took off. I'm like, good God, no wonder it felt like hell. Ay, ay, ay. She's over. Oh, now she's overeating out of the bowl, but she's over there where the mice run, trying to find the mice. So, Mom Bear's doing an old shop cat. Yeah, Pumpkin's been taking care of his Jerry's. I tell you what, this heart failure crap, I guess, I don't know. No roll trigger. But I've noticed since we've kind of got the fluid off me and that I don't have to use as much insulin to, yeah, he can. He really knew the other day I don't know. Yeah, the cat knows. But The other night when I was in the hospital, we was down to my last 50 units of insulin. They're like, well, I said, no, I don't want to go over. I said, just give me the. Well, then they had to go. Really? You had to fall? Really? Uh, Go and wake the doctor up to get it ordered. And the funny thing was, they gave me I was at just pushing 300 for blood sugars. They gave me that 50 units, and the next morning I started out at 189. I ain't never been able to do that off of a low dosage. So I've been kind of paying attention to what they fed me, how they fed me, and that. So kind of curious to see what we're starting out tonight. Place your bets. Oof. I did just eat something, but Camber's 215. Well, I did eat something about an hour and a half ago. Yeah, 285. Don't like that. So So is everybody ready for the big week next week? I think it is. Yeah. Tried something different. I ate a couple of granola bars, and I guess it didn't work good. Oh, and I did have a couple drinks of eggnog, non-alcoholic. So, and yes, I do have food with me and something to drink if it does drop all of a sudden like it has done in the past. But 2.5 hours. Oh, you'll be having. Oh, you should have some pretty good interstate traffic photos by the time you're back, Mike. Thought I was going to get Squirrel to come out and see us tonight, but evidently not. Friday, I was supposed to be involved in getting the new tires on Squirrel's car, but unfortunately, Mama Bear had to do that, and guess what happened with Mama Bear? Taking Squirrel's car to get the new tires on. One of them decided they didn't want to wait. Cost $40 to have the spare put on. Really, guys? And the real kicker about it, this guy had to go less than a block to where Mom Bear was sitting from his store. And he still charged $40. Yep, tire popped. So yep. But now the nice thing is Squirrel's got good tires now. The kids new to them pickup still got a little bit of an issue. Had the body control module replaced and still hasn't fixed all the problems. So now we're thinking the wiring going to the door might be the rest of it. But having the new BCM put in also took care of the remote start and something else. So a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Pops like he's, yeah, well, Squirrel had nothing but cords showing from the inner layer of the rubber. So, but I was supposed to be involved in doing that. But I was stuck in the dang hospital yet. So, but Mom Bear said it drove a hell of a lot better going home. Then the donut tire that we put on, I guess the lug nuts didn't like that, and they had to put new lug nuts on that. So Yeah. Well, I was going to go today, but after doing the phone nurse and all that crap, they're like, well, you better go get checked out. And I'm like, oh, great. Then Doc looks at me and said, oh, there's nothing we can do. Go home. Yeah. Sorry if I don't seem like completely all there. It's just a lot of things is just kind of, they kind of downplayed this congestive heart failure stuff to me. And I'm finding out it should never been downplayed. You behave, Sheila. Come on. Yeah, right. That's a fun. No, I don't want snow. Everybody else wants snow, but I tell you, if we don't get something here pretty soon, our crops around this area are going to be not good because we're going to be in a drought. Oh, I'm there, Mark. I'm trying. I got to go get meds tomorrow, so hopefully I can get them all. Yeah, here you guys been getting rain out that way. I don't want no snow. You're the one that wants the snow, not me. So how's everything going down there in Texas, Mark? Oh, that's the thing is, I could have showed you guys all what this thing was saying right here, but my phone's not compatible with it. Imagine that. Yeah, down in the Carolinas, it got a little deep. Hopefully, everybody we know down there is safe, and then all the tornadoes last week, and a lot of rough Christmases going to be made this year. You guys want to hear something funny? This is a blast happened the other night. My brother-in-law, well, he's my ex-brother-in-law, but I still consider him my brother-in-law. His father unfortunately passed away about a week ago. Well, he asked if there's any things we wanted. I'm like, well, there's a few things, but somebody had already spoke to for the lift chair. Was thinking about lift chair for Mama Bear, but somebody already spoke for that. I got thinking, I've been needing a new bed. So bed, and we got a hide bed too, because he had a brand new couch that he bought his dad, that he brought home and gave us the used one that he had. Anyway, we did some cleaning up, got rid of our old furniture and that. Wasn't even 2 hours later, the rumor was flying around I moved out of the house. I was already town over. Next day, I go to town over to the doctor's, walk in, a friend of mine there goes, what's this? I hear you had a U-Haul trailer in front of your house. I'm like, seriously? You heard that clear over here already? I'm like, good God, that went like wow. Heck, I don't even think a wildfire spread as fast as that did. So, yeah. But no, well, that probably had to look good. I was home one night after that. Then I was in the hospital. Then I was home last night. So, yeah. It's, hey, Bill, how you doing? Oh, if your clutch quit working, you're going to have to get her blood out. You got air in the system, and now it won't work. So you're going to have to go through the bleed system on the clutch. So yeah, that was the funny for the finally get a new bed and a new couch and got some cleaning done in the house, and yeah, that's no, yeah. Oh, Hi, Misty. Hi, Judy. How y'all doing? Yeah, Joseph, I do believe you got air in the system on that one. Keeping keeping Mark in line down there. Yeah, glad I got into some new stuff. I tell you, I'm glad in a way, I'm kind of glad I ended up in the hospital taking, but 30, according to Doc, since this all started in June, as of, as of Friday, we've taken about 50 pounds out of me since June. Oh no, not more parts for the Blazer. Uh oh. Oh, you guys got to check out Mark and Misty there. Misty makes me think of. So, like I said, I was hoping Squirrel would come out tonight, but didn't get her out here. Let's see. I don't know if I still got them or not. I did have fenders and doors for Net Blazer once. I'm not sure if they still got them. So, yeah, not much. I have water. One half of one and the other half of the other. So, I'm here. Not much changed in the shop. That's all torqued up, ready to get the heads done. Those heads are sitting right there, which I found all the stuff to finish putting those together. No, wrong set of heads. That's the Junk 400 heads. That set is the heads that are going on this motor. 305 stuff, still waiting on some pieces. Uh, oh, there we go. New shop cat's doing good. Look, stop the ad, stop the ad. There we go. And then the old shop cat, he is starting to try and catch mice again too. So, yeah, wherever he is, right there. Anyway, so Brooklyn, hey, how you doing, Mr. Otis? Oh, okay, good. I ain't gonna go after her because every time I try to go after the new shop cat, she runs off. Cool, that'll be good. Yeah, I gotta get this can boxed up and well, I want to put it in Vaporous first, see how it cleans up. If it cleans up, and I can polish it, fine. If it doesn't clean up, it's going to get shipped off and cleaned up. Oh, well, she's right there, Sheila. She's hiding right there. Hi, Pumpkin. How you doing? Must have lost Camper Mike. I'm surprised I didn't get him to make a comment. So, on the 400 stuff, well, I got to get one motor done to get it off the engine stand. So I got an engine stand to put the 400 on. Oh, you're still here, Mike. I thought I lost you. Uh, excuse me. Oh, yeah. Had some fun getting kind of prepped up to do a little bit. I'm proud of how these turned out. Look at that. Almost looks like they've never been used yet. I sat here and cleaned up some valves the other day. And these are the dual groove. And the exhaust that was with this set, I didn't realize it until I was sitting here cleaning up the other set. And I found out I had this one here. This one cleaned up for, I mean, they're good. They're used valves. But it's a single groove. So, and that's a 1.6, 194. No idea what heads those come out of. I think these were given back to me from the machine shop. I actually don't think they gave me back the right valves, but anyway, we faced them and cleaned them. Now I just got to have something to put them in. Yep. I got another set of 194 1.5s that I've cleaned up. I wish I would have kept all the boxes over the years, so I would have had more storage. Yeah, it's just single 45. Yep. LJJ this week from Wednesday afternoon to about 1 o'clock, 1:30 Friday, I was in the hospital. So, God, starting to itch over here. Yeah, I didn't do no fancy back cutting or nothing. Actually, congestive heart failure, JJ. I guess I've been what kind of got explained to me is my first congestive heart failure back in June was the start. Yep. Again, so far from the highest weight since June when this all started with congestive heart failure, they've taken 50 pounds out of me. And Doc looked at me when I told him, I says, "It's my complaint. They had the fluid coming out of me. I thought I was going to lose about 100 pounds the way it was coming out." He goes, "Man, I wish my bladder would hold 500." Each time I went to the bathroom, it was 900 plus. I know the one time I overflowed the hat, probably 2 equivalencies. I think I probably got rid of 1,800 cc's in one setting. It's just so it's really got me wondering what I'm going to be able to continue to keep doing and what I am going to do. Yeah, I know, high water. You've got me nervous. I'm thinking you're in trouble too. So, but this great old American healthcare we got, yeah. Anyway, well, I should have taken a picture of these valves before. I almost scooped them up and threw them away. I mean, they were nasty, but I come up with a little plan. I sat here, had the Scotch Brite pad, and ouch, and said drill. Chuck the valve in there and use Scotch Brite pad and polish the valve and cleaned them all up and then faced them. So I guess I got another box of valves, but they ain't a match set. They're just a bunch of them, I guess. Next thing I got to do those is measure the stems to make sure they're not tapered or anything. Yeah, I spin them fast. So I'll get this other set that looked like holy hell. Actually, I think the set that I cleaned up come out of the 305 heads that are sitting on the 305, which one head needs one exhaust seat. Ow, my goodness. Just a second. Let's remove those because she's. Which I do believe these are vortex valves because yes, that is because they're all the single groove. You still got oil on them. I knew I was in trouble the other day when I was working on these. I'd get 3 valves done and I'd have to sit down. But her again, she cleaned up and retrimmed the ends and rebeveled them. That's that one. And these weren't as clean when I went to clean them, but for what they were to now, I mean, I still got a little bit of staining, but they're used valves, and I noticed they're undercut valves too. So that one you can see they're better. So, but they're not swirl polished, but they. So, yep, I got those. And these are, like I said, I think these are actually the 305 heads. Actually, I want to check to see if that is a 194. Be nice, Sheila. Let's see. Yep, 194. And 1.5. Hey, Sean. Yeah, I stood up, Mike. As I stood up, my knuckles went crack, and a couple other things did. So, oh, that was a little refrigerator. But anyway, so, yep. Now I guess I get the 305 heads there. Get the. Well, I'm actually going to check the seat, see if I can clean it up and not sink it too far into the head. If it cleans up, then I'll just run it. No, I don't want to snap, crackle, and pop back. So. Didn't have to take much off them. Every single valve when I first started turning them, it was tink, 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 but it didn't take long to get rid of it. So, no. So yeah, the grandkids even come over and help Grandma do some cleaning yesterday, and I have never done so much laundry in one setting as it is yesterday. About 5.5 hours at the laundromat yesterday. Dryers were doing good, then all of a sudden they weren't doing good. Then they went back to doing good. So I don't know what that was about. Yeah. Okay. Did you get it fired up yet, Sean? Like I said, when I get either this motor or the 305 off the stand, and we're going back to the will it run 400. So I'm just going to stick with the. Well, I got to get some cam bearings ordered then yet. We'll get me. I actually need about 3 or 4 sets of cam bearings, and then we can put that together. Waiting on the heads. Okay. Yeah. So she must have cleaned up pretty good for sitting that long then, huh, Sean? Yeah, I get ready to put that 400 back together. Sheila's going to get up here and get dirty. She helped take the thing apart. She can help put it back together. uh, is there a super involved? Oh, supper? I don't know. Might be. Get you dirty while I order a pizza, and you have to eat the pizza with your greasy hands, just like a good old mechanic. uh, that's when I found out Greasy Casey Pizza back in the day was a pretty good hand cleaner. As by the time I was done eating pizza, while we were working on stuff, my hands are actually cleaner than when I started eating. So I don't know. Maybe that's why I got some of the problems I do. I got too much petrol stuff in me. There it is. Oh, I don't know. I think it's getting off the rails right now, Sean. Then I've even got some 100,000 long push valves too. I don't know. Mama Bear's just lurking in the background, or if she's sleeping. All I know is when I took Mama Bear home earlier, she went to get out of the Yukon and she couldn't make up her mind if it was a good slip or what. But she felt like something gave in her back. She walked in okay and was moving around okay. So, yeah. Like she says, like to know how her back broke. I don't know. The miracle breaking, I guess. But excuse me. Ouch. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want me to. Nope, yeah, the 400 stuff sitting there. Just got to rewash the dust and that off the crank. Hone the block, wash that good, and then we'll be ready to. I'll hit it with my rigid hone, and what I don't get with the rigid hone, I'm going to hit it with the ball hone or dingleberry hone. No matter how you say it, somebody's going to have something to make up. But just because we're just going to run the bore the way it is. We got some new old stock rings, so that's back when they made stuff good. So those probably hold up to the cylinder walls, even if they're not perfectly straight. If there's a little rust stain in the cylinder wall, it's staying. Yeah. That's about as bad as that time I went out of state to get the those heads, and Camper Mike gave me a bad time for that on those LS heads I picked up that time. Yeah. Yeah, you gave me a bad time back then. Uh, uh, I seen that. I heard that. I'm really surprised about that. So, but I'd say more on that. But the bigger powers that be watch so or listen. So I can't believe anything like that was allowed to be put up in there. How to say that without getting you flagged by the red eyes and a black suit was put up in our capital. But I like the military guy that went and took care of it. There she is. Hey, reason. She's getting Mr. Lazy to start chasing the mice. So Mr. Lazy is finally going after his friends Jerry. And I don't know how many she's caught, but she's a hunter. So I am. Let's see. Just a second here. Yeah, he's finally figured out. I better. Anyway, he made it look good. He went. I literally watched him go after one. In fact, I think it's the one that's been tormenting me in the office. And he went after it. Then she figured out what he was doing, so she went to the other end and they tried cornering it, but they didn't find it. Kind of fun to watch him hunt there. But yeah, I'm not even going to say that. I'll just stop right there. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with how these cleaned up, and this was another set of valves that why am I cleaning these? But yeah, I mean, if you check the shaft here, there's no lumps or swelling or tapering or nothing, so that should get somebody going. It's kind of sad that all this nice work that you see here, all the shiny new parts and that, end up inside a motor where you don't get to see them and they get dirty and wore out. Yeah, those valves I'm really happy with. I mean, were you here when I should? I mean, both sets. This is the first set. I mean, they couldn't have had much time on them. I mean, those really look like they've never been used. So I don't know. And like I said, with what the hell's going on in that, I might just have to rethink everything. There you go, Mike. We finally found Mama Bear. We talked about enough stuff, and there she is. Hey, Mama Bear. Oh no, she's been listening to us, Mike. Uh-oh. Well, good thing we didn't tell her about the Christmas lights yet. Oh wait, just did. Oh, there she goes again. She knows it. I think she's figured out where they're running because she keeps going over there and waiting. So, and everybody kept telling me it's rare to have an orange cat like that be female, and I did look it up. She is kind of a rarity. So, oh, she's got wire cutters. Uh-oh. No, I didn't put any lights up. Oh. Nope. Then the other day I went crazy looking for. Oh. Yeah. Here's basically what those valves look like. That was the start. So I'll get them all cleaned up and mic them up and check them out. So I got set. This is one more set. And I don't know why I got so many sets of valves. And then I got a set down here that's not a set. Oh, Taylor, no, I didn't paint the kitty cat Chevrolet orange. Nope. Put lights on my vehicles, yeah. Well, this is what I'll show you. Let's see. Oh, right there it is. Just a second here. It was this and this. Let's see. I'll show you guys quick. And also by doing this, it'll let you know if you got a bit one right quick. That didn't sound good either. Got my good bibs on, so I ain't done my Sunday go to meeting bibs, but anyway, just like this. This may not be as nice. So. Not too bad. Not as good as the other ones, but for making them usable. And I got warm. Now this one might. Oh, that ain't got hot. Wow, did that get hot? I don't know. These valves may not be as good because I do have a pretty good lip down there. Let's see. See that. It still might be some carbon on there, so actually I might soak these valves, but boy. Yeah. Sat there and done that. Yeah, these valves. I don't know if I like these as much. Because these compared to these, see the differences? Oh, the less restriction there, more restriction here. So I don't think these are, no, they're not big enough to be the sodium fill. Yeah. Yeah, I've got the blasting tank, but I don't want to mess with it. It's, it doesn't stay sealed, and I don't have it outside, and too much fine dust gets in the air in here, and then, but yeah. I could have tried some of that, but there you go. Yeah. I think I got it set at 45 or 46. I can't remember. There, between when I do the seats and do the valves, there's a 1 degree difference I do. So. But, All right. I like to get my hands on one of those carbide cutters nowadays that they've got. Set it and forget. Oh, and mud flats doing stinky burnouts, huh? No. Oh, I don't have it. I don't. That's the way those valves are made. They have that taper down, that undercut. These were made that way. I don't. Hi, Matt. These are just stock valves out of a. Well, like I said, I think these are actually the ones out of the 305 heads over there that I was told were broke by another shop. Another shop cleaned them up, got them looking brand new, and said, no, they're not broke. They're good. Imagine that. So how's everything going on the homestead there, Matt? You got everything found again? For Matt finally got out of the town he was in and got out in the country so he can have a peaceful life. Long way to go yet, I imagine. I think she caught one. I need noise. I don't want to hear that. I think she caught one while we're sitting here, guys. It's not cat food that she's crunching on. Oh boy. 3 weeks out on the heads? Wow. I gotta get the face. I need some noise here. I don't want to. I'm glad she caught it, but I don't want to know about it. There. Oh yeah, we got this also too. Whoa, that was almost bad. Put that up there. Well, just took a razor blade to the and a trip. God dang it. About took a razor blade to the leg there. I guess be careful where you got your sharp tools pointed because that was pointed out. Anyway. Yeah, it's over. I thought she was overeating, but she's up in there crunching away on something. Don't want to know. Anyway. I forgot to tell you, Mom Bear, I don't know, or if you heard it, she's got Babe's shop cat chasing them again. He almost had one earlier. Anyway, years ago, I got this thing in a box of parts. It's an SFI harmonic balancer for 400. And I had this double checked. And that's why this tape is on here. It says do not use. Because the crank I had was an internal. Oh, man, they put. Well, not that I go SFI racing. I just found where the tag was that I was trying to save. They put it right on top of it. SFI certified. Well, nice, guys. Nice. Anyway, I got that to put on that old 400. So, I got that. Another piece for the 400. Hey, John Doe, how you doing? Okay. Why are you going to bust your TV? Oh, probably some. Oh, okay. I tour meets SFI spec 18.1. So that'll be. I guess I ain't going to have to worry about that decal. Come on, let go of me. Let go of me. It sticks to everything but what I. Okay. So. Yep, when we put that together, we'll put her in, have the timing tab, and see where. Make sure it's even all engraved. So. Now we're doing pretty good, John Doe. Always could be better, but we're doing. As I'll be interested to see. Hopefully, maybe that's why somebody didn't get rid of that. It doesn't show that it could. Hopefully, it hasn't spun. on its hub, but I guess we'll find out. Does it look like this one? Welcome back, Sheila. I mean, they milled it out, and there's still rings wrapped around the whole center, so there's no rubber in it. This thing is all 100% steel. No, okay, there's something. I just noticed that there's a little break right there. So it's an old Romac balancer. So paint's coming off it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Making a mess on who? Me? Never. Not me. Reader. Let's see how we're doing. Since I took a shot earlier. $2.43. Camper says. Anybody else want to place a bet? I guess I'm kind of doing this to see how fast things change. Sean says 200. John Doe 144. $180. And the magic number is. Really? I definitely gotta get the medicine tomorrow. I'm really starting to think somebody had told me my kidneys ain't working right. Because you know how discouraging this is starting to really. 634, I was 285. So not quite even an hour. 285. Now I'm up to 317. About the only thing that's changed is I've gone 2 days without that extra med to get the fluid out. Yeah, and it should went down to because I took a full dose of insulin. The only thing I can think is because I'm starting to retain the damn water again. And I've even taken that twice today. And I'm just getting. So I paid attention to what they let me eat and what I did. And that's what I've. No, Mike, it's not a contest. I just. Now I can't even sell some of these projects off because burnt the front axle out of the trailer right now. So I can't. If I decided to say the hell with it and start hauling stuff off, I can't even do that. And you can't have them come and pick it up because then they don't pay you for it. So. My God. And I've been drinking water. You wouldn't think a granola bar would mess with you. Was that lunch good? Huh? It was. Huh? What? Do you see another one? I mean, she's proud of what she did. Hi. Yeah. You being a good little helper? What? Come here. I don't know if I really want to. So, yeah. She's got the old shop cat even bouncing around, don't you? The only thing he didn't like earlier, you come up with, he was sitting on the chair and you attacked his tail. That's about the only noise he's made out of you lately. Is as long as you don't physically touch him, he doesn't care. So, you're a pretty good cat. Yep. You know, that's how he earned his keep here when he first come here 14 years ago. I put him in here and he had 3 dead mice for me the next day. I said, oh, you can stay. And you've already showed me your catching ability. Yep. Thank you. Okay, I'll put you down. Whoop, put you down. Yeah, she's looking for another mouse sack. I think she finally figured out where they are. Earlier, I did have a little talk with her. I said, there's only one rule is don't get up on the shelves or something. And she listened, got right down. Yeah, it just seems like nobody's, I don't know, Mike. I know what you're going through. I've been trying to sell stuff for a long time, and it's still sitting here. I'd like to get my old brown Monty up in here. And then we throw the 77 in there with that Belt 350 turbo I got with that 3500 $4,000 still. I can't remember. I'll have to ask the guy that sent it to me if he remembers. But put that stall and put that in the Monty, and if anything, go ripping around the section for a while. So, yeah. But it is Christmas time. People are trying to make Christmas happen, even though, yeah, the Grinch is running the White House. Oh, no, they talked about the White House. We shouldn't say nothing. Sorry. Thinking out loud again. Yeah, Sean, that's the thing. I guess the medications in my body aren't going to wait till spring. Ouch. Hey, hey, no, 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 no. No needles. You want to come up here again? Okay, okay, fine. There. That was what you wanted. You were not be you gonna be another camera hog, huh? Huh? Can't even sell your electric heaters, Mike. Wow. Yeah, high water and oh, you're supposed to have a wallet yet? I thought that deteriorated when after so much dust. No claws. Yeah, I figured I'd have a home for that 5.3 by now, but I'm actually thinking I'm glad I still got it. I think it's decent. Now I think it may be going in the. I'll put it in the Suburban. So see if I got one more climbing over a car to fix it. Uh oh. Chad hasn't done anything. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So one of the old engine builders I talked to, he says, "Yep, these old valves, you probably should save as many as of them can because they're better than what the new stuff is." Oh, you're actually supposed to have dollars that you can hold on to? I haven't seen that happen in a long freaking time. Yeah. It's really frustrating being in a body that, well, have a mind that thinks, oh, yeah, you can still do that. And your body sits back and goes, oh, hell no, you're not doing that. And unfortunately, that's what mine's been doing a lot too, Mike. Exactly. You got that right, Mike. Heck, I haven't even taken all the laundry in out of the Yukon. Smells good in Yukon, but still need to get all that stuff in the house and yeah, yeah. I mean, watch my dad. He was almost 70 before he really slowed down. And the only reason he slowed down is because we had to take him off the farm. Well, he had health issues and that, but even in that end, he was still going strong. And shit, I ain't even close to 70 yet, and not even half the man he was. So, yeah, Friday when I got home, I don't know why they didn't give me a shower over there. I told them the next day I wanted one, but they never come to give me one. They got pretty busy. It's oh, there were some metal boxes put back on the door. Hey, Hot Rod, and they said, "Don't worry, it's not because." Oh, yeah, okay. Know what those metal boxes are about. So I got home and took a shower, and I almost laid down Friday, but I had to keep going. Then yesterday was pretty good. Did all that laundry. Now today I'm just done. No, the suits. I think you could figure it out there. Yeah, they went to kick me out at one time. I'm like, Doc wanted me to have another round of meds. Well, no, no, no. And then she come back and she goes, "Oh yeah, you're right. You don't get out of here until after dinner." That's what I thought. So, yep, yep. So I may be glad I'm not over there. The only thing I noticed since taking all this water weight off the left leg, a little harder to get going in the morning. Uh, the left leg's been staying pretty good, but last night when I got done, looked down, I leg was pretty big, and I had a pretty good sock ring, and the socks weren't that tight, and the right leg actually looked good. Right leg Wednesday night when I got there, Doc was concerned. He says, "Oh, somebody get some lotion on his leg," and they got very aggressive getting the fluid to come out because he thought my leg was going to burst open before he got the fluid off. This is how bad my right leg was. And I just kept pushing. I just didn't know. I thought, okay, it's just because you're fat and lazy. Keep pushing yourself. Keep pushing yourself. No, I'm learning real quick. I got to quit pushing myself. How do you quit pushing yourself and still get stuff done? Yeah, well, that's kind of what I wondered. I mean, and then you got people that don't understand that you can't do it, and they just, oh, you're just lazy. No, yeah, you do. And so's Mama Bear, and it is. But there's also times when people are around to keep me going, and then I get in the groove of just keeping going, and then I overdo it, and then, hey, Ivor, you be careful now. Yeah, hey, once something happens to somebody, then they kind of like, oh, well, you weren't fibbing. Well, no. The amount of medicine I'm going through, it's just, oh man. Because some of them, they're like, well, you taking them? I'm like, nope, ran out. They don't like that when you tell them that you ran out. Because I thought the 2 meds he added to my thing would be cheaper, but Jesus. And then I got to get meds, I'm out. Oh, really? Yeah, the dog understands what the house is about. Nope. Looks like the cats are back on the hunt again. No, it's pretty sad. I went to carry a 50-pound bag of cat litter last night, and it hit me. I'm like, 50 pounds? That's almost. I'm close to having. That's what we've taken off me since June. Like, God, no wonder I felt so crappy. Everybody keeps asking me what I want for Christmas. The best thing I could want for Christmas is the gas money and pass to the rec center so I can get over there and start getting back on the treadmill like we were doing before the world stopped again. And get back in that rec center, get back in the pool, get back in the sauna, start doing that stuff again. It just. Yeah, wrong gas. Yeah. Yeah. No. Now, how many parts did you buy for that poor blazer? Oh. Nah. I got too many cats around now. They think it's a balloon and pop it. The entire front end. Oh, Jesus. Well, I thought you had most of the front end laying under the bench there the other night. Oh, boy. Oh, Mike. Oh, Misty, you sure you don't know my daughter Squirrel? Because it sounds like you and her are about as hard on vehicles, and your dad and I, or you know what I'm trying to say. Her Acadia, she busted the timing chain in that, fixed it. Then we got rid of it. It was the reman motor that we put in ate more oil than it was, the old motor did. And the tranny started leaking. We got her to Jeep, and well, she ran the tires off of that to where Mama Bear ended up getting stranded for about a half hour, 45 minutes because the tire let loose on the way to get the new tires. Well, and then Mama Bear got the new tires on it, but it's home. But then shortly, 3 months after she bought this Jeep a couple of years ago, she hit a freaking deer. So, oh, it's a girl thing. I really think it is. Okay, now that you said that, yes. Yes, I do believe it's a girl thing because Sheila burned her motor up in her car along with the transmission. The other car we got to get the tank down. I just haven't been able to get down on the ground and get back up. But I get under there, get the tank down, put a new fuel pump in the replacement car, and then she'll have a car again. But yeah, Mama Bear's caddy, it's acting up and having trouble. Boy, I think you just hit something there, Mark. I think you did. I'll be sleeping in the Yukon tonight. I'll stay away from Mama Bear and Sheila and my daughter. So I'm going to go. I got enough blankets I could cuddle up and hide somewhere. Giving you trouble, Sheila. Oh, well, yeah. Well, the one time Mom Bear and Squirrel went to check the oil in that Dodge Stratus, they broke the freaking dipstick off. But they had that out and put it back in. Went to pull it back out, and it snapped off. Mom Bear's car, she's checked it, and when I checked it and put 4 quarts in a 5-quart system, that doesn't. I could go hide. I know you do, Mama. Yeah. Well, I got the women riled up tonight. Boy, I'm doing my job. Oh, boy. And if all of a sudden I disappear, play this video. Yeah, you didn't know your own strength. No, that morning when Squirrel's Jeep acted up and it's dead at the end of the alley, Dad. What are we going to do? I go down. Thank God there was a little bit of water in the street, because that's when I mistakenly reached in to the alternator. Women can drive now. Oh, high water. Reached into that alternator on that damn Hemi and that Chrysler, that Jeep, whatever the heck you want to call it. And that's my oldest said, that's the fastest I've ever seen you move, Dad. Squirrel started to almost wanted to cry because, yeah, I know. Oh, Mama Bear knows where I sleep. Anyway, what happened was Squirrel's alternator went out and it damn near set the vehicle on fire. And tweet. Jeez. Oh, it was early morning, like 6:30. The sun was just barely up. And oh God, water. I went over there half asleep. Could smell something hot. Something says, reach in, grab the alternator. Oh, that was this hand. Yeah, it was this hand. I reached down and I come out and I was a hooting and hollering. I bet you I woke up some people in the neighborhood. I'm like looking for water. There's some water in the gutter. I stuck my hand in that water. Oh, I wore the outline of her alternator housing on this hand for about a month. Hey, Lightning. Tacks in my bed. No, you just leave those tacks out of the bed. So yeah, squirrels. Yeah. Yeah. And I tell you, I'm glad that alternator went out. If that thing would have been in there another year or two, I don't know if I would have ever got that thing out. The one bolt was really hard to come out. So you can't type tonight? But see, I've routed this finger when I was woodworking. This finger here, when I was hauling the liquid hog manure, the old chute we had to get it up in the tank wagon, we had tractor weights hanging on it, a couple 300 pounds, if I remember correctly. And they were the tractor weights about yay big around, about that freaking wide. And they hollowed out, but they were still about that thick. They were on a wire. Well, when you got the chute pushed back and that, and they're dragging on the ground, they're kind of drug out. They're kind of stretched out like a set of balls, you know. Well, you got gloves on, thank God. It just hurts even talking about it. We needed to move that chute, and boss goes, "Hey, let's grab onto this." I grabbed on that thing, bear hugged it like this. And what happens? You lift up, and the weight swing back like a guillotine. And this finger, I started hooting and hollering, throwing my hand around. Oh, the boss was like, "What the hell?" I couldn't talk. I was just like, oh. And it just throbbed. Finally got the glove off, looked at my finger, and the tip of my finger was just flat. And the boss goes, "Oh, shit." I looked at him. I said, "I'll see you tomorrow." I walked off. Oh, my God. I've never had that hurt. So I've smashed that finger. Jigsawed this finger. The whole school's homemade belt sander. Oh, yep, there it is. It's still there. Oh, and then the middle finger here, I tried taking off at working for the state of Iowa one time. Put new blades on a belly mower, and when I was laying there on my back, I said, I better grab the new blade I put on, turned it so it was straight in line. So if my hand slipped off, I wouldn't hit it. Well, guess what? When the ratchet slipped off, evidently it turned the belt where it was perfectly aligned. So I had a brand new lawnmower blade go right into that knuckle. I just dropped the wrench, come out from underneath it, sat there and held it. And a couple of nights before I did this, unfortunately, there was an old curve that's no longer there anymore. There was a bad accident, and the guy was still alive when I'm talking to him. Then they rolled him over, and he passed away instantly. He was passenger on a motorcycle in those 6x6 silent posts. Caught him here. Yeah, I won't say anymore. Anyway, one of the guys I worked with at the state place was one of the guys on the rescue unit that just dealt with that. He says, "Well, how bad is it?" I said, "It ain't." He says, "How bad is it?" And it ain't. And I took my hand off like that, and I'm like, "Oh, there ain't no blood or nothing." I'm like, "Oh, I got lucky," and I bent my finger down, and I was looking down the inside of my finger, and I'm like, he goes, "How bad it is?" Says, "Yeah, I'm going to need to." So he says, let me see. He looked, he seen that, and he went around the corner building and got sick. Yeah. I'm like, okay, now. Yeah, they took me up, and that took a few stitches, put my knuckle back together. So, and then the gals over at the hospital, they were like thinking it's funny. I die when they do the finger pokes. Oh, that just kills me. But up here, nothing. So, yeah, I've had some. And the night I routed that finger, all I do remember doing is stepping out of the old shop that's not here. I was making toys back at that time. I cut out 200 wheels for my toy trucks I was making. And I was on wheel 197, been doing it all day, cutting them out with the hole saw, sanding them and that, and then getting ready to round over the edge. And as I was doing wheel number 197, I heard this voice said, "You're going to be okay." And the next thing I heard is, whang! That wheel's bouncing off the wall in the shop, and I felt like somebody shaking my finger, and I turned my hand away. I'm like, oh, shit. I remember trying to shut the router off, couldn't get it shut off. I took my finger, hooked the plug, unplugged the router. I remember stepping out of the shop. The next thing I know, I'm at the kitchen sink in the house. Had my head up against the cabinet. I said, "Dad," just calmly like that. My dad come running. He's like, "What's wrong?" I said, "I routed my finger and I'm running underwater." He's like, how bad? And my dad was a tough guy. He seen my finger, and I thought he was going to turn green and get sick. Next thing he goes, Ma! So they loaded me up, and I just wrapped the hell out of it. Sitting in the car, and I'm just like quiet. Mom's in the back seat. Dad's driving. And I kind of did a sigh like that. My mom's like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm just disappointed. I'll get over there. The doctor told me, he says, well, we can't glue it together. Can't do anything. They basically took off the hamburger, as Sheila says. And he says, you know, the hole in your fingernail? I said, yeah, that. He said, I'm kind of glad you did that. I'm like, really? He says, yeah. So otherwise, the amount of damage you had done to that finger, he said, I would have been drilling holes through your fingernail. Oh, I'm like, oh, no, you wouldn't. I'm like, oh. So, yeah, when I turned my hand away and stuck it down in there, the router bit caught it and opened it up. So, yeah. See, I never got in the table saw. My cousin did that, Roger. He got in the table saw once. Where was Saw Stop back then now? God dang it, could have saved him from... He did the same thing, too. Turned his thumb... When he was cutting boards, he'd put his hand down on a piece of wood, and his thumb would be straight back here. And, yep, he ran that right straight into the saw blade. Yeah, I've rotted my fingers and smashed them. The other one that hurt the worst was tearing down an old hog building. 10-pound sledge. I'm swinging it. And I was, it's 16, 17 at the time. Yeah, because I had my Malibu back then, so I was still in school. And I'm over there working by myself, young guy. I did have after this, I did have them go put a phone in a secret spot out there so I could have a phone out there because I figured I could at least drug myself across the yard. I'm in this hog house busting 2x4s loose and that, and I swung full force. It grazed off the stud and took an immediate 90-degree turn right back into my left shin. You know, when you've been hit so hard, you can feel the waterfalls and you feel like you got water running all over you. Yeah, that was my leg. And I looked at, I got my pant leg up, and I had a dent about 3/4 inch in my leg. I'm like, oh, I couldn't get anywhere. I couldn't get to the car. I sat there for hours. Oh my God. Finally got the stuff loaded up and got home, and yeah, that's when we had a phone hit out there. So, yeah, that still hurts thinking about that one. Yeah. I am really surprised I didn't break my leg. I am really surprised. So, yeah, so I find it funny that a guy. No. Had a hog try eating me once, but she never got a hold of me, thank God. She about got shot, too. That's when I told my dad if he can't have better hogs than that, I'm going to start shooting them on sight. Yeah. That old sow that time, I would have just drug her down, put her on the burn pile, and cremated her. I'll say it's out there. On the last major thing that ever happened to me many, many years ago was when we were hauling the liquid manure. Had a big 4-wheel drive Case International bendy in the middle tractor. And I was climbing down the side. My foot slipped. I'm like, oh, bang, damn. And I remember my butt hitting that top part of the fuel tank because the fuel tank was on the steps. And I figured, up here I go down to the ground. At least I'm facing forward so I can. Problem is, I stopped about 2 foot short of touching the ground. I'm like, what is going on here? Why didn't I hit the ground? On that tractor, it had a bar that went down and that for the handle to close the door. Well, needless to say, my right arm went down in there and I hung off this shoulder. Nobody at the work site. I am right-handed. By the time I finally got to where I could get myself pulled up and get my arm out of the door, the other guy finally come back with his load, his tanker wagon, and he got me over to my pickup. And I'm like, how the heck? I mean, you don't know how much you don't use your arm. You can't until you do use your arm until you can't use it. I got to my pickup. I'm like, how the hell am I going to shift this thing? How am I going to start it? Yeah, got her started, made it to the clinic, and they wanted to call the ambulance. I said, I can't afford the ambulance. So one of the gals took me up to the hospital, and yeah, I was in a sling for a month. Damn near pulled my right shoulder apart. Huh. The good old days, huh? Now, if I did that, I'd be in a pine box somewhere. Upside liquid manure. Ugh. Well, I know it's been in the news. Our local truck driver has still not been found. No trace of him. Kind of strange how a person can completely just vanish without a trace. But they did obtain some video of him, and that appeared that there's so much. But I kind of missed the days of grabbing these boxes by a center main and lifting them up too. Kind of figuring out, life ain't really fair because you only got a short window of time that you can do anything and be invincible, and then the rest of the time you're like, oh, damn, I just want to get up and move. Yeah, that's why I got my Roku and internet stuff out here. Don't get all those stupid ads yet. If Hot Rod's still in here, I know he's got some builds coming up. Hey Shane, I think he's got you outnumbered on 400 blocks. He's kind of cornered the market on the 400 blocks there for a while. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I got to do. I got to move our one TV and hook it up to our DVD player. And we got a bunch of DVDs we're going to start watching. They're older movers, but heck, what the heck? Been so long since we've seen them, I don't remember them. And now I'm at the point, Or if I do watch them, I won't remember them tomorrow, so I could watch it again and still not know. Yeah, we kind of deer hamburger is good, yes, but we got burned on a bad batch of deer, and yeah. CRS. What is CRS? I can't remember. Huh. I think I've heard of that. What is that? What is it? Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. But no, I'm not. I don't know. No. Need to teach dogs to change. Hey, if you get them trained right, you might get that done. You might get that done. Yeah. Hey, wait. Do I live here? Part of me wants to get some lumber and build us a house out here. But then again, part of me is like, can you even do that anymore? I know when spring gets here, and if the kids can do it and their chickens are still doing good, want to help them build a bigger chicken house. And if they're going to be serious about and get this to grow, I may not be able to do all of it for them. That's so be a little bit of guiding and going. I don't know. All our dogs we ever had were just mutts. A couple of them were really good dogs, really good dogs. And the two dogs I had that were one was a complete mutt. I'm really a mutt, and he was a very good dog. And the other one I had two of. I had a friend that used to raise 3/4 wolf dogs, and they were they were babies. And that one day, the one got a hold of a damn bone, and he tried swallowing a whole. He's choking and that, and I could just barely get my fingers down his throat and get a hold of it, and I couldn't. Luckily, my friend that was staying here with us had small hands, as his dog's name was Bandit. He went all of a sudden. He went from crying and trying to help. He knew we were trying to help him, so he wasn't trying to bite. And then all of a sudden, he passed out. We just lost him, and my buddy come running, grabbed him, and he was able to get his hand down the dog's throat and pull the bone out and got him breathing and brought him back. But yeah, they got loose on my dad one day, and they come back about a week later, and Bandit. Well, no, was that Bandit or Buddy? I don't know. I can't remember now. God, I'm getting old. Came back with a hole in him. Now, and it's true. Dog got all healed up and that, and I guess they say when they got wolf in them, if you hurt a wolf, they will heal themselves and they will come back and they'll find vengeance. And they never did come back. Heard reports of them being in other areas and staying at other farms, but they never came back to here. Yeah, you got a pretty good old dog there, Mike. Oh. Wouldn't mind having a dog, but Mama Bear can't be around dogs right now. Buddy, yeah, that was Buddy. Bandit was before you. And it got to the point where the hunting season come around for those wolves. They would come here and make sure my dog was chained up before they went hunting in the neighborhood. He was most lovingest dog I ever had. But you go to hurt somebody in the family, he would protect you. Mom Bear one time she was helping take care of the neighbor's dog, and she loves dogs so much. The dog literally picked up its dog food bowl and spread her food clear across the farm, trying to get away from Mom Bear. And I'm like, what is wrong with her? I found out the guy's girlfriend at the time was beating the dog, and she did not like women. That's the one and only dog I know that Mama Bear couldn't. Was heartbroken that she wanted to love it, but that dog didn't want nothing to do with Mama Bear. Yeah, you had a buddy too. Nine-year-old dog already. Wow. But, oh yeah, Zeus or golden retriever with chow. God damn, he had golden retriever, chow, and two other breeds in him, and he was a lover. He loved toys and stuffed animals, and he'd been living out here at the farm for a long time at that time. So he wouldn't have known about what was going on in town. But Mom Bear one morning, she told me she thought she had a peeping Tom. Well, I didn't say nothing to the dog. I'm like, well, just watch yourself. And now we had a guy that was in the area that was a peeping Tom. Well, the next day, Mom Bear, I find out later, she goes to go to work, and she pulls the door shut, the lock, and turn around, and there is our dog Zeus. He had made the 5-mile trip in the town to be there when Mama Bear come out of the house. How that dog knew. So I get up, and that was before we had cell phones. I get up, go to use the restroom downstairs, and I look out there. I'm like, what are you doing here, Zeus? And he's like, I'm laying where Mom told me to, because I guess she put him in the house and told him to stay on the back porch, and that's exactly where he stayed. So I got up. I took him to the farm. I'm like, what are you doing in here? Well, next night, there he was again. He knew somebody was after Mama Bear from 5 miles away, and he was in town for a few nights. So then we kept him in town, and then the neighbor tried poisoning him, about lost him, and old age finally got him. That Mama Bear was 5 miles away. So I don't know. I guess maybe I just been thinking about things and that, and trying to figure out what's right, what's wrong. Smart switches. Uh-oh. So, and God rest his soul, old Iron Man. And that there's, when I started doing YouTube, he's like, how can you do all this stuff? I'm like, yeah, Zeus was 14 or 15 years old. Nice, Mike. I look back when I was younger. I mean, the nights I would stay up to get something done, all the like the transfer case under that truck, that would have been out and fixed, and that would have been going. Snowball would have had the frame switched over on that, and that truck would have been going. But I've had a couple of my older friends and just seen somebody else today. I took Mama Bear out for lunch. And that gal's a little young, now she's close to my age. I think she's close to Mama Bear's age or so. And she's in better health than what we are. And her business that she runs, she's to the point where she's got to close down from 2 to 4 to go home to sit down so she can make the night shift. And another friend of mine the other night, he's like, you need to stay out. I know I need to stay out of the hospitals. But he also said, we can't do it all on our own anymore. And we're getting older. And I'd like to know what's changed from like even my mom and dad's age to our timeline, because they were still going pretty good and strong 60 to 70 years old. Now here we are 40 to 50 and we're damn near done for. What changed so much? Oh, higher cost of living got to bust our asses 4 times as hard to do anything. Oh, yeah, that's probably part of it, too. Or having help you can trust that don't rip you off. So, I remember one time helping a buddy of mine put a transmission in 32 below weather. We worked all night, but we got it done. Had a space heater in plastic. I don't know how much kerosene we burnt through, but I know when you can hold those kerosene heaters threw out pretty good. Hey, I mean, it kept enough heat in there to keep us from freezing to death. But when you can hold your wrench and hold your hand about that far away from the flame and not get burnt, and you're just barely getting enough, I mean, that's how cold. It's like 32 below putting a transmission in. And at that time we had to. We were younger, and it was his mom's only transportation to get to work. And he's the one that tore the tranny out of it screwing around that night. So, and I had to happen to have one. And oh, yeah. Between running into the house and cuddling up to the fire wood burner and going back out there, we got it done. But I would never do that. I wouldn't even think remotely about doing that nowadays. So, yeah. Yeah, I know. I keep telling myself I'm not old, but oh, no wonder I'm shivering. Forgot to turn that on, the drown out the cat crunching on the mouse. Oh, yesterday I got rid of something out here. We might talk about it. I'm 55 now, heading 56. Yesterday morning, I was literally outside. I had to go through something out here that I was getting rid of. Less than 5 minutes yesterday. My hands were so cold in 5 minutes yesterday morning, and it was 40 some degrees yesterday. Got so cold that I dang near couldn't use my hands. And I've never had trouble with my hands in the winter. If I'm going to stay out there for like 20, 30 minutes, I got to put gloves on. But yesterday, less than 5 minutes, my hands were so cold. I come in here and I had to put them down in the fat roll there. And it still took an hour to get my hands to stop hurting. I ain't never had that happen with my hands. So I guess maybe the circulation ain't working as good. Because I did have another person that worked in the medical field. Oh yeah, the cold I went straight in. Uh, Said my problem with my insulin. There's some days I was taking 300 units of that insulin, and then all of a sudden it started crashing. Well, she kept telling me your kidneys are not processing everything correctly. She said something's wrong. For the last 2-3 months, she said something's wrong. And I brought that up to doc. I said, okay, I've been taking 100 units of insulin while I've been here in the hospital. And then I get down to the last 50 units, and you guys gave me that. And I went from 295 down to 184 on 50 units. I said, now how come 50 units could do that when 100 units couldn't? And the only difference was they took this time from Wednesday to Friday. I went from 535 down to 518. Yeah. So that's God, I can't even do math, simple math. Jesus, I can't even. £17 they took off me from Wednesday night to 1:30 Friday. You're 51 now, Lightning? Okay. Yeah, well, you've had another experience that I ain't ever had. That's why, like I said, where my Christmas wish would be is to be able to get back to the rec center, get back in that water, and start doing stuff, take the pressure off my joints, and see if I can get uh, going again. But yeah, and I'm one of those that sleeps with the fan on 24/7. Just, but now they're saying if you sleep with a fan or have to have noise on and that, you're still facing abandonment issues from when you were a child. I'm like, huh. Well, let's see. Mom and Dad went to the bar and left me home a lot. Yeah, that might be something of that, I guess. I think I've had one electric blanket in my life, and I don't know wherever it went. I know Mom Bear used to use an electric blanket. Oh, just a second. Oh yeah. Hello. Okay. Yeah, if I ain't got a fan going, I toss and turn. Oh, ouch. How's your potassium levels there, Lightning? That's what they told me mine was. Uh, which I got to look tonight. I might have some of that potassium they want me on. Well, then, yeah, that's a weird problem for you to have then. And and there's a reason he's got that name. He literally took a lightning strike. I don't remember how many years ago, but he knows what the ultimate voltage is. Unfortunately, I shouldn't joke around like that, Lightning. I'm sorry, but yeah, yeah, it does. After you told me what happened to you, I'm like, hey, damn. Not many end up with a hot smoking body and get to continue to enjoy life. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll, I'll be 10 years already. Wow. It doesn't seem like that long ago, does it? Yeah, lightning got struck by lightning and sent up in the air. When I first met you, you were in pretty tough shape and really. Yep, I know. I met you. Yep. Oh, two. Oh, you mean 11 years ago for you? Or did it happen to you? Oh yeah, 2013. Yeah. Yep. You see that old tow truck still going, and last I heard, it's still got the motor in it. Just seen a couple of posts. Now he's got grandsons learning how to run the tow truck. But, uh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. I don't remember the whole story when he got hit, but he took quite a beating when he got nailed with that lightning. I didn't use no but tow truck. Oh yeah, yeah. When the big ad fiasco hit, he abandoned YouTube too. Oh yeah, if I use that, I don't need that. Okay, just a little note to myself. Actually, I might save that one. I don't know. Yeah, it's being on you ever since YouTube come along, kind of being there since the start, and now it's amazing how some good channels stayed and the bad channels made it. That always blew my mind. Uh, yeah. Oh no, you didn't. Oh yeah, that's right. You were telling me you went over and checked him out. Uh, let's see. Yeah, it does look better. Uh, it's not a scaly and purple finally. So yeah, that how bad my leg was, and it's still swollen, and I can feel it. Oh yeah, I still got plenty. I personally think I still got about 20 to 30 pounds of fluid that needs to come off yet. Well, when I went into the hospital Wednesday night, Doc thought my leg was going to burst open before he got the fluid out of me. He hasn't called it a edema yet. He just said get lotion on that and get your skin healed. So, yeah, I spent from Wednesday night to Friday afternoon in the hospital again. So, and unfortunately, like I said, I couldn't get my medicine Friday, and I'm kind of feeling it tonight. Uh, but yeah, that's why I so bad want to get back to the rec center. At this point, Christmas miracle needs to happen for that. So yeah, I've been thinking about a lot of things. And they had me on that Lyrica, and I got off that. Hell, I to be down to that even right now. Yeah, Gab Pitten's starting to rate right up there with metformin. And here's another thing, have you done any researching on your gabapentin? Gabapentin was recalled. I don't remember the reasoning on the recall, but gabapentin was recalled. Yeah, it's 226. Okay. Now the last, I a couple months ago, you put me back on the gabapentin. No, that started messing with the old brain, and it didn't help. So then I tried the Lyrica. I kind of think the Lyrica kind of triggered this onset. Uh, so after talking to him, he says, "Yep, no more gabapentin, no more Lyrica for you." So and weight gain and everything else. So yeah, we need to get that disposed of. So that metformin stuff will kill you. Oh my god. Kind of went the rounds with them. They kept trying to give me a diet pop over there in the hospital. I said, "You give me that, just well, shoot me now." And they're like, "Why?" I said, "The aspartame and that stuff. I'm allergic to it." They're like, "Oh." So hell, I think that when I was on the gabapentin at first, I think that's what gave me my nerve damage in my legs. I don't think I really was fully having neuropathy, but I think the gabapentin brought that on. And as soon as I quit the gabapentin and weaned myself off it, the neuropathy went away for many years. So I don't know. Yeah, I kind of wanted to see about getting that Ozempic, and then I seen the side effects of that. I'm like, oh hell no, I'll just deal with what I got. I got enough issues. Metformin put me in the hospital, so yeah, that's definitely out. So yeah, that's what happened with me. Lightning. Oh yeah, you had to. Yeah, that stuff raised holy heck with you. I was kind of upset. I went to go sit in my favorite spot, and they got it closed off to the public until spring. Wanted to go sit by the river and listen to the rapids, but no, I can't. It's kind of a bummer. That new cat, she's after another one. She's over there going back and forth. She must have one corner and just can't get to it. Oh, so is that how Bomb Bear's back out broke? Yeah, I don't know how you can live there in Arizona, Lightning. Oh my goodness! But then again, you really don't have out here. You'd be like me, hurting like a. Well, this spot on my hand, he gave it this time. If it comes back after this freezing, he's going to have it tested for cancer. He let that slip. Yeah, right. So, yep. I got so many ideas on projects I want to do and that, and just trying to get them done. That was the thing too. We were talking about Mama Bear. You know, they ruled out the osteoporosis. They ruled out the deteriorating bones. I'm like, why did they even bring that up if that wasn't the problem? But still, medically and physically, there's no reason her back should have broke. But she is getting moving better. She looking at, yeah, and I want to go home too here. Uh, legs are still, like I said, my legs are getting a little bit bigger, and I suppose I better go take another dose of the fluid pill and stay up half the night. You too, Sean. You have a good week. But I guess since Wednesday, well, a lot of things I've been thinking about, and yeah, now I got to call the pharmacy. Well, no, I actually that's ready to pick up. I just got to go get it picked up. The old joke of having a valve installed to make you stop peeing. I was really thinking about having to do that. It's good God, I didn't know a human body could get rid of so much fluid. So, but anyway, guys, I guess time to go home and see if Mama Bear's going to pick on me for picking on the women tonight. Yeah, hit that like button. You too, Reason, and Shop Cat's there. And hey, yeah, hi, hi, buddy. He's a good old cat. Oh, you want to come over and say? Oh, you're like, hey, what about me? What about me? What there? Huh? Yeah, yeah, come here. So, all right, everybody. Yeah, she might be. Yeah, I might have to tweet. You have a good one too, Matt, and I'll have to get a hold of you one of these days and just chew your ear. So, thanks everybody that stayed here and hung out with us tonight, and nice having everybody here, including Mama Bear. So, there might be a new dent in my head. The good thing is she doesn't know where the cast iron skillet is. So the aluminum pan, might end up with a little bit, but she might have a new shaped pan after that. So, all right, everybody, y'all have a good one. Hopefully, I can get some videos going again and start getting regular stuff out. Good night, Ken. Good night, Camper. And thanks, everybody. Y'all take care.